Good morning, everyone. Rahul Sharma, a Vedic practitioner from Chicago, USA. And today I'm going to be releasing my video on the Vedic secrets of the Yagna, or some people call it Havan, part 1. It's a very intensive knowledge about this one. It's video number 57. And of course, the contents are not mine. Contents are being read and narrated from my Gurudev's book, Pandit Shriram Sharma Acharya, Mata Bhagavati Devi Sharma, from Karamkand Bhaskar and Bharatiya Sanskriti ke Adharput Tattva. Very important topic. Meaning of yagna. Many people don't understand yagna true sense and true meaning, and you can either call it as a havan or yagna. I will be using word yagna. So there are two strong pillars of Indian culture. If somebody want to really understand Indian culture, the first pillar they have already understood from my previous video is Gayatri Mantra, Gayatri Mata. The second pillar is the yagna. So these two are considered as the two pillar. While Gayatri is considered as a mother of Indian culture, Yagna is respected as the father of the Indian culture. So with this mother and father, the entire philosophy of Indian culture or Vedic culture or Hindu culture, whatever you want to call it, is based out of these two foundations. If you start expanding these into understanding it. As I explained in the past video, Gayatri in short term to explain to your children means the righteous thought, positive thinking. They need to just think about positive thinking. And yagna in terms of understanding is the righteous deed or action. Whatever thoughts you have, whatever wisdom you have, if you don't apply that to a real action for the benefit of the society or for your own upliftment or awakening the divinity, then there is no value of that thought. So Gayatri gives you righteous thought. Yagna means you have to inspire to do the righteous action and deeds, and that becomes your karmic account. Combination of these two will bring the peace at home, your personal self, and for the human welfare. That's why the significance and importance of the yagna in our life. Yagna also teaches three lessons. Okay, the three parts of the lesson of the yagna or the trishul for the yagna is three prong. Is first is Dev Pujan. Dev, as I told in my previous video, is somebody who always willing to give for the welfare of others without expecting anything. So Deva Puja is enhancing divinity within ourselves. So we from the human being can become a better person. Eventually we become a Devta ourselves. Second part is the donation. Donation, as I mentioned to you, some people are underprivileged, not as good as you might be. So you have to help underprivileged creature with your time, money, and talent. Maybe go pujan, nourishing cows, yeah, giving donation for godan or for their food. Same thing, somebody have pets at their home. You're adopting certain pets, or you're helping somebody, poor people or people who cannot have money to read and go to school or go to college, so help them there. So donation is one of the important part. Third part of yagna is the association or creating an organization. Just like Sangh Parivar is created, Gayatri Parivar is created. So the creating an organization of the like-minded people, so you will be successful because unity is the strength. So that's the three-prong trishul meaning of the yagna. Now yagna also mean in terms of the activity, the process, what we do is the renunciation of our favorite food, ghee or herbs in the fire god with the holy vibration of the mantras. What they do with the fire and the mantras, it atomizes, yeah, the food and the herbs and the ghee in the vapor form, and with the air or Pavan Devta, it is spread through out the surrounding, your neighborhood and your city and town, and become part of the cloud. Eventually, it become part of the cloud. Now, wherever and whenever it rains, that's the benefit of a location change. You are doing a Havan at one place, but because of your Havan, your donation or your renunciation of your herbs and ghee, that atoms reaches through the rain back to the soil, plant as a fertilizer and benefits thousands of creatures. Just imagine those kind of atomized positive thoughts, vibrations, and the food particle are now becoming fertilizer, and now let's say grass is growing, cow is eating that grass and now giving the milk. Now the milk reaches to multiple children. So with one havan, many creatures has been benefited in next few weeks to months to years to come. And we call this a cyclic process, just like ecological cyclic process. The way the snow or the glacier melts and they become the river, river goes to the ocean, ocean then evaporates to become a cloud, and cloud again moves around with the air, it again gives rain, and again the cycle keeps going on. This is a cyclic process. That's how the yagna really means. So whatever talent you have received from your parents, from your gurus, from your teachers, from your school, from your country, you need to start giving to other people, and that cyclic process should continue for the survival of this humanity. That's the whole meaning of the yagna. Now, there are different types of yagna mentioned into our scriptures. I'm going to just talk very briefly about that. Agnihotra. Agnihotra is the yagna performed early morning and evening daily basis. That's known as Agnihotra. Earlier days when there was no gas, there was no other fuel, so we have to lit the fire to cook the food. So the anything fire which is started in the beginning of the dawn and at the sunset, that was known as the Agnihotra, and after that people used to use the fire for the food cooking. Then we have Das Purnamasa, the yagna performed during the full moon or the dark moon, the Amavasya time and the Purnima time. That's Das Purnamasa yagna. Then Chaturmas yagna is performed on the Falguni Purnamasi and the Ashar Purnamasi and Kartikeya Purnamasi. So everything has a special impact of doing the yagna on those days on Chaturmas. Then we have Nav Shasteshti yagna. Nav means 9, Shasteshti is performed during beginning of the Uttarayan and the Dakshinayan. You can search in Google about meaning of them, but I'm just talking about the types of yagna today. Then I have Agni Shostam. Agni Shostam yagna is performed every year during the springtime, which is the current time frame right now. We are having a Navratri going on, so that's known as Agni Shostam. Then we have Pitra yagna. Pitra yagna serve two purposes. One is worshipping to obtain a child. Those who are not getting child with all the medical help and other thing, they should definitely try the Pitra yagna. Just like what Dashrath has done to have his children, that's a Pitra yagna. And also Pitra yagna is done to please our departed soul. Okay, so all our ahutis and your shraddha and adorable faith, they reaches to your departed soul. Then we have Panch Mahayagna. Panch Mahayagna is for servicing the guest and the underprivileged person. Okay, those who doesn't have even the money and time and knowledge to even perform the yagna, for them it will benefit when you are doing it, and for any other guest. Okay. Then we have the Rajasuya or Ashwamedha yagna, which you have heard from in terms of Ram. Bhagwan Ram has done Ashwamedha yagna or Rajasuya yagna, and now you have heard multiple times from Gayatri Parivar. They have done it recently in Mumbai for strengthening the nation, and they have this big oath to make this nation addiction free. Okay, so those kind of big yagna are known as Ashwamedha yagna. And the last one is the Go Medha yagna, that is to helping the farmland for the fertility, increase fertility. As I mentioned to you, when you do the yagna, the atomized molecule goes in the air to the cloud, from cloud it rain and come back, that increase the fertility. That's what the Go Med yagna is. So this is about the type of the yagna today for your learning and knowledge. Now, what are the benefits of yagna? The benefits of yagna, in short, I can summarize in the 4 part. The resonance of the vibrations generated by chanting of the specific mantras purify the astral body for ourselves and work as an antidote for many harmful bacteria in the environment. And atomized vapor of ghee and herbs kills harmful bacteria in few miles of area. All those data are available in Brahmvarchasva Research Center of Shanti Kunj, Haridwar in India. When I get time, I will definitely going to provide you in next few videos. But just right now, trust and believe this thing, that if you are burning ghee with the mantra in the yagna, it kills harmful bacteria in many miles of the area. Then there were data available which I read few years ago, which proved that the air and water pollution level goes significantly lower when the area we are doing the Havan. I was part of the Amal Kheda Ashwamedh Yajna long back, and they have the data. I was seeing they were testing the air pollution, water pollution in many miles area of that area, and we had those data published long back. I'm talking about 25-30 years ago. And then the yagna also work as medicine for most psychosomatic disease, and there will be a lot of research already done in Brahmvarchasva Research Center Shantikun, and soon those data will be available to us for any kind of disease you can cure by using the yagyopathy. Yagyopathy, You're going to have a specific types of herbs which you offer into the fire god, and because of the smoke vapor which you are going to gain and the vibrations of the mantra, the diseases get solved. That's the benefit of the yagna. Now, what is the inspiration from yagna which we need to take? Okay, today I will only talking about this level. Next time we'll talk about how to perform the yagna and what are the various rituals and what does it mean. But let's understand the inspiration of the yagna, so you can start thinking, making a decision to start this. So the offering valuable ingredients to atmosphere through fire signifies the habit of sharing our talent, our resource, our time and money to the benefits of society and environment. So that makes you a good person, a good human being. Any object offered in fire god becomes like fire. Anything, like if you offer any fuel into the fire, it becomes like fire and become one. We must function like the fire god and influence the underprivileged people coming in our contact to become like us. If we are privileged, we have some special talent. Make sure anybody who comes into your contact and they are seeking that kind of pathway, you help them to make them like you. Then this world can become a heaven. Now, flame of fire almost always goes in upward direction, just like when I explained to Deep Pujan, the flame always goes in upward direction. That means we must always strive progressing towards our life goal without any greed, fear, or the adverse situation. We should not quit our righteous path. So that's how we learn from the fire from the yagna. Now, fire in yagna always dissipates the heat and the light around it as long as it is alive. So we must act in similar fashion to be active, alert, and hardworking until we are alive. So that also helps you to quit your laziness and become an active person, like sun, always disciplined, always working. Last part of one of the inspiration is the applying ash from the Havan Kund. This is one of the ritual which I will explain in next video. The applying ash from Havan Kund on our forehead and our neck and face is a constant reminder of our life limitation. Okay, physical life has a limitation, but astral body and causal body never dies. But physical body for which we should not have pride, and we should not be just keep working to fulfill our bodily need of food, sex, and desire, and it's going to end one day. So we need to become wisely to achieve our divinity. That's inspiration from the yagna. Now the action item, like just like I always tell. So learn and apply the philosophy of Yagna, which is righteous action, forming an organization of right-minded people, and donation of your time, talent, and money for our society. Then develop a routine for attending or conducting daily, weekly, monthly, or yearly yagna or deep yagna at your home during Navratri, Vasant, your birthday celebration, or any occasion. Find any occasion so you can have more yagna at your home. That is a true Vastu Shanti. You want to bring not one time puja is going to be Vastu Shanti. Do it quite often. Just to let you know, I have been doing yagna every day now for almost a year now. In the past also, I used to do a lot of yagna every single day. But in between become intermittent. So that's definitely helpful for your mental health and physical health. And then now you learn about the two strong pillars of Indian culture. Your role as a human being, as your dharma, as your duty, is to propagate the true meaning of Gayatri and Yagna in your groups. And then as usual, be a Vedic practitioner, learn, adopt and practice the secret of success written in 3400 plus books by Gurudev Pandit Shriram Sharma Acharya. That is going to help you stay successful and happy and help others making this world in heaven. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel to watch next video as inspired by my Gurudev Pandit Shriram Sharma Acharya. And remember my explanation of Navgraha Puja and promote Gayatri Yagna and have a 9/12 pattern. Promote to 9 new families every single year and advise them to invite 12 new families at every single time when they perform the Yagna at their home. With this,